Um, it's very unthinkable that there should be one precedent for the world. And there is certainly isn't anyone that springs to mind, um, because if there was just one precedent for the world, I think I would be for a revolution. Uh, it's conceivable that terrorism can drive people to think or to vote for the strong man who would promise um, peace and quiet in the streets. And in that way, terrorism is terribly dangerous for democracy, and one should be watchful. Um, I'm not for various conspiracies regarding who rules the world. I don't think there's any particular individual or group that does. I think from time to time there are, well, it's capital, it's politics, and markets and various other things. There's no one particular factor that rules the world. Uh, some people, a lot of people, feel that they feel pretty helpless, and they feel that they have no influence on the world around them, on politics and such. But they do. They have the one thing they can do, which is, something of a duty, and that is to vote. I think everyone should do that. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything that shows that women are more democratic than men. But that said, I think that the more equal we become, the more chance of a peaceful world. If you take the God of the holy scriptures of the Middle East, well, he is he's not democratic. He is bloodthirsty, vengeful, jealous, and power hungry. More like a fascist, really. So no, I wouldn't say that he is democratic. If there is such a thing as a God, well, the concept is that he would then be omnipotent and he would know everything, and so because of that he wouldn't have to be democratic. So God is not democratic. No. It's conceivable that there are some people for whom democracy is not, ideal. I would say that in the long run, for Hitler and his cronies, they wouldn't have made such successful careers in a democracy. Um, and also, of course, it's conceivable that a vast majority could behave badly towards a small minority. But in, then one has to hope that in that majority there is one majority that thinks that it would be wrong to treat minorities badly. So, well, yes, in the long run, democracy is good for almost all of us. I think I would start a revolution or be part of a revolution if there was one precedent for the whole world. But and if I lived in a dictatorship and I knew what freedom was, if I was totally suppressed, no freedom of speech, nothing, I would certainly, start a revolution. At some point in their career, a dictator might be good, but that's only for a very short while. So in general, I don't think they're good. Can democracy do that? That's a difficult one. I think it's so complex because if you can conceive of a world that is a whole democracy, yes, that might happen. But the way it looks today, with one extreme military dictatorships here and Western democracies on the other side, and all the shades in between, and poor countries, rich countries, who's gonna take the sacrifice? I think it's very, very unlikely that democracy can solve that.